It's actually streaming it at this moment.
Okay.
It's what I noticed, even though it's like this.
We are live. Hello, hello. How is everyone?
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's actually streaming.
So today we are gonna learn how to choose a business structure. It will be better to be a sole proprietor. It will be better to be a C corporation, a LLC. So Rudy is here today to help us to understand a little bit more about those different kinds of structures. I'm gonna pass it to Rudy. But before we start, I would like if you guys can just like this video and don't forget to subscribe and comment below if you want to learn more about this topic. It's all yours.
Hi, my name is Rudy Bernasconi, and I am here to give you a brief overview on how to choose a business structure, because so many people have asked the question, do I do a corporation? Well, I will give you a brief overview. You have your basic structures, which is sole proprietor, LLC, and a C Corp. That's like the main ones that everybody is looking at. And as a sole proprietor, it's your business, you're responsible, your money, you make all the decisions. It's yours, it's your baby. So that's like 99% of, what I deal with is, with sole proprietorships. Now, a lot of people say, hey, but my CPA said, yeah, I should go to an LLC or a C Corp. Well, you have to ask yourself some basic questions before you start. What am I going to protect? Okay. So when you start an LLC or a C Corp, everyone says all your personal assets are protected. But there's also that little clause in there that says most of the time. Most of the time doesn't work. Why? Because in an example that I'm going to give, which is a home childcare. In a home childcare, guess what? It's your home. Your license is in your name, and you can't change that. You can't have like a corporate, home childcare license, as far as I know. I don't think they do it. And on top of that, basically you're responsible. So they say, well, you're going to protect your assets. Well, the problem with that is that all the assets are in your name. So you formed this corporation, you've created this entity, and now it's, supposedly taking the liability of really nothing in the beginning. The only thing it's responsible for is its own bank accounts and credit. Everything else is your responsibility. And on top of that, you have to make sure that you did not sign the PG, which is a personal guarantee, for the corporation and get that credit, because then you're still responsible. So the way that it works is that if you want the corporation to be responsible and to protect your personal assets, it needs to be a separate business, like a childcare center in a commercial building. Now you have the separation. You have your childcare center. You have your home. Two separate things. You've rented the childcare center in your corporation name. You've established that the corporation has employees. The corporation has, bills to pay, checking account, credit. It's separate. Yes, that will protect your home. But if you're working from home and everything's through your home, it's very difficult to separate everything. It costs more to do a C corporation. You've got the issue of, paying yourself and double taxation. You have to pay, additional fees for doing K1s and other special reports. And on top of that, you have to protect the corporation. So you have to pay for an attorney to drop documents to make sure that you're doing the right thing for the corporation. So it's way more complicated. And definitely for a home childcare, you must stay with the sole proprietorship until you have a darn good reason to have a corporation. Oh, I almost forgot one example. To establish a corporation, let's say you're gonna start a new business of renting homes. So you bought 3 or 4 homes, you know, you could have an LLC that is basically representing the homes. That way those people can't sue you, you know. So there is some protection of your personal assets from your rental properties. But again, there's a definite line. You're not renting your personal house. You have other homes outside of your home that you're renting. And, you know, it becomes a nice separation between responsibility, and that way you are protected. You know, yeah, the loans are in your name and everything else is in your name, but even those can be transferred to a corporation in the end. You know, you can transfer the title over to the corporation. That's if you trust yourself enough. So this is my voice. What did I miss?
How about a LLC? I know you already mentioned, but so you talked about the 3 already, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a home childcare. I'm doing this business for the past 10 years. Do I need to continue being a sole proprietor? Would you recommend me to go and be a corporation? Yes, no, and why?
I would say, as long as you're running a home childcare, you should stay as a sole proprietor, because, you know, having a home childcare, your personal and your business expenses are really tied together. And that's the reason why we have a tax advantage by being a home childcare, you know, that no other business has. But at the same time, you know, it blurs the lines between everything else. So if you stay with, you know, sole proprietorship, home childcare, it's the simplest, and how would you say,
less expensive too.
It's less expensive, has the best tax benefits. So I would definitely stick to that until the time comes, you know, let's say that you're going to build your center or you have your rental homes.
Mm-hmm.
So until that time, you know, you're going to be okay. You know, it's going to be good.
But
and then get a lot of insurance.
Okay,
you know,
umbrella,
if you're gonna you know, look for protection of your assets, I would look for a really reputable insurance policy that has an umbrella with some riders that protect you from lawsuits, you know, everything down to errors and omissions, the whole thing, just kind of to protect yourself. But you'll pay about the same amount of money for that insurance policy as you are going to be paying for tax preparation, filing fees each year for a corporation. So I would go with the insurance until you're ready.
Okay, so I thought I was ready, because I hear all the time providers like me saying I'm a corporation, and when I ask them, do you have your business in your home? The answer is yes. So I don't understand how a CPA can allow that, or don't say anything to the provider, because sometimes we do things and we don't know that we are doing the right thing. That's why we look for professionals who can guide us. But it's sad that this is happening. The only thing, remember, you're getting a double taxation. You're paying way more. You have to pay your CPA way more.
On a C Corp.
For a corporation, yeah. Okay, any last minute recommendations that you want to give us about choosing what's the best? Because I know exactly what's the best now that I learned about all these different categories, the LLC, the corporation, and the sole proprietor. So I know exactly where I need to be. But for those people who are not there yet, they are like bouncing around.
I would say keep it simple. The idea of having a home childcare is, for some people it's to make a profit. For some people it's because they like kids. And there's like for us, we actually like both. We like to have the kids, and we're trying to make a business out of something that we enjoy. So it's kind of a combination. So if you're going to, try to sort all of this out, and people have recommended for you to do the C corporation, always get a second opinion, and just from another CPA or just another preparer, or you can even ask me, and we can sit down and look at do you have enough assets that you need to separate something out? Like to really separate it. There's other ways to do it. But to establish a C corporation, you have to have a really, really good reason. And it's not just to write yourself a paycheck and show that you're employed. You can do that even as a sole proprietor if you really want to. There's ways.
Yeah,
so,
there are many ways.
That's what I would leave it
So
with.
I wanted to say thank you to all of you. Thank you so much to Rudy for sharing all this information, because I'm always attacking him. I need to know this, I need to know that. So if you guys really want to see Rudy again, don't forget to like it, making a comment below, put a comment and let me know what kind of other topics he should talk that's going to help us to be more successful in this business. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Hasta pronto.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.